Hey everyone, I have been watching some international channels about how to make recipes, and there's one that caught my eye that I'm going to be making today. So you guys, come on along and I'll share. Good morning everyone. Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome all you new folks and welcome back everybody to Loving It on Keto. I'm Wendy, the cameraman is Harry, and our little dog, our little chihuahua, is little Sally girl. Yes indeed she is, and I don't know where she is, but she has several places she likes to go during the day, and that's probably what she's doing, sleeping off her breakfast. Yes indeed. We got a late start today because Harry was up until 4 a.m., could not sleep, and now he's got a bit of a headache. So we're gonna just do this simple today, but I've got a recipe already that I wanna cook. So we're gonna get started with that. But first, we're gonna show this morning's numbers, glucose and ketones. It's finger pricking time. It's finger pricking time. He's making coffee right now. Yes, he is. Harry was up, you guys, till 4 in the morning, so he got a later sleep, so I've been waiting for him. Come on over here, little boy. Well, you had coffee early, but then you went back to bed, so finger pricking time. I'm gonna do the dance. Finger pricking time. It's finger pricking time. Okay. Let's prick the fingers and see if yours is up a little bit. We know why. Uh-oh.
What was that?
Go see. She's around the... Go see. .7. We're training her to lay on the steps under the awning, under our patio in the sun. 102, so I didn't wait long enough. But I did do the Skinless workout, but I didn't wait 15 minutes. But I want coffee, so it's a trade-off. May I do that for you, sir? Where's your little finger? There it is. This is Harry's. Oh, 05. This is Harry's. 106. You are in low, let's see, what am I in? You are in a low level of GKI ketosis. I'm in an 8.0.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Harry's phone is dead.
Like me.
Dead. Dead. God, this is dead. Okay, you guys. Yes, I could use mine, but I don't think he's in it either. So, see you guys in the next segment. Yes, indeed. Now, I have included the Skinless exercise, the foot push-ups that Dr. Ken Berry suggests to help release any glucose or anything that you have. One thing I did not do today, and it shows up in my numbers, I did it, but I didn't wait the 15 to 20 minutes to allow that to be released and move through my system. So my numbers are a little bit higher this morning than they should be on the glucose end, but again, I didn't do the complete little regime. How many of you guys have incorporated it? Are you seeing any difference doing those Skinless push-ups with your feet? Sitting down, you do need to sit and do it because that muscle is a small muscle, and in order to isolate it, you need to be sitting to do it. So,
and you gotta wait 15, 20. You found that out. You do have to wait 15, 20 minutes.
Yes, you do. Now, you guys, yesterday we met some friends, Paula and Al. We met them at Momentto Coffee. We had a great time. We sat down for about 2 hours, drank coffee, had some delicious conversations. Mina just got back from Montenegro, where her family was from.
Wow.
And oh my gosh, the pictures she showed were amazing. The food, fresh seafoods that she had, that she shared with, the water that the ocean you could see like all the way down.
Yeah, she grew up. That's where she grew up.
That's where her family is at, and they went and visited all her friends and family there. So she had a wonderful time. Shared those with us. Jax was so cute. He loved Paula and Al. He just stayed with us. He had his little head on my foot at one time, was resting under the table, just enjoying the whole thing. Then we went to Blaze Pizza, and you guys, I love Blaze Pizza.
Oh yeah.
I love it for 2 reasons. You are very full. You get to pick and choose what you want on your very own pizza. They have keto crust, and how did we do yesterday? I can't share the exact macros because I don't know them, because I didn't measure the cheese and all the things I put on it. But I did take my weight today because I was very anxious to see if it would put us up on the scale like most of the time when we go out to restaurants and order meat, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys.
I was kind of amazed.
I am amazed. I went down 0.4 of a pound. Harry went down 0.2 of a pound. I was amazed. Now, we had sardines out of a can yesterday, but we had the pizza and the sardines. Now,
and a lot of coffee.
A lot of coffee. We tried, they usually have 2 different brewed coffees that you can get while you're there, 2 picks of the day. And she had just a little bit left of their Mexican, I believe it was Inca or Finca. And then they brewed the Mexican Oaxaca for us. And that is a darker, richer roast. I'll get the bag, hold on. That is a deep, rich, delicious coffee. It really is good.
Yeah, that is a good coffee.
And they had half and half. We used half and half. We bring our little drops. Paula takes her coconut milk.
Somebody asked in the comments this morning if you could tell us how it tasted. What was it? Hot? Was it? How was it?
The Mexican Oaxaca is a dark, rich roast. It's darker and richer. It's a little heavier bodied in the coffee. We used half and half, which they had. Paula and Al brought their own coconut milk to use in theirs because they weren't gonna they weren't gonna add dairy back until we said Blaze's Pizza, and then they decided to do that. So anyway, and then she also had Guatemala Finca, which is, of course, my favorite. Guatemala Finca and Honduras are my other 2 favorites. So the Guatemala Finca is my favorite. It's a lighter roast coffee. And she snuck in a little bag of the Peruvian for us, which was so sweet of her. The Peruvian is delicious as well. It's very, very good, you guys. But we got 2 bags of the decaf because we're starting to drink a cup of decaf after we eat our evening meal. We're closing our meal window earlier. We're trying to close it. We're trying to eat between 12 and 6. Trying to close it closer to 4 p.m. as possible. It's a little harder for Harry because he is up until the wee hours of the morning. So we're kind of backwards on our sleep a little bit. But that's so that he can bring you guys a video every day. So anyway, I was just smelling that coffee. This morning we got up and had, what one did we have? The Mexican Oaxaca?
Yeah.
Where is it? Mexican Oaxaca.
Yep.
You guys, it's a deep, rich roasted coffee. So if you like a heavier bodied coffee, not heavier acid, not bitter, not burnt, but just a heavier, darker roast, then the Mexican Oaxaca
I like the flavor.
is for you.
I like it alone.
It's spelled Oaxaca, pronounced Oaxaca, as all of you so kindly helped me out with the first time that I tried to pronounce Oaxaca.
The cheese?
Yes, indeed. The cheese, because That is something I absolutely love as well. And we'll talk about that in the next segment because I'm going to use it to cook a casserole today and share with everybody. So you guys, there's several pieces to this casserole. So come back in the next segment and we will share. Yes, indeed. You guys, I am making a casserole that is European. It didn't have a name on it. As a matter of fact, the whole thing was done in German. Yes, it was, which was cute. So I kind of wrote it down. It was made with potatoes, and I am making use of radishes, or you can use a daikon radish, or you can use a turnip. You know, you can use celeriac. Just make sure you count the carbs with it and measure the amount that you use. So when you put your recipe together, you get the correct amount of carbs, fat, and proteins in that per serving. So we are using sardines because that's what we're eating this month. If you don't want sardines, use canned chicken instead. Or if you like tuna, hate sardines, use tuna in this casserole. Or salmon, any of the canned meats. I want to share how to make things with the canned shelf-stable foods as much as possible. But you can use the meat of your choice with this and it would taste very, very good. So you guys, some things we're gonna do. Then we're gonna have some heavy cream in it. It showed Swiss cheese. I'm not so much a Swiss cheese person, but I love Oaxaca cheese, so I'm using Oaxaca cheese. You can use the cheese of your choice, Havarti, Swiss, you know, a white cheese probably, because it's more like a potato and fish casserole is what we're kind of making. I did not have an onion, but I have dried onions, so I'm going to reconstitute these for a little bit, and I'll share that in the recipe. And you need 3 eggs. So I'm going to get 3 eggs.
I am not a fish person at all.
Right.
But the way she makes with the sardines about the only fish I will really eat.
You don't even like tuna, really. You'll eat tuna, but he's not a mayonnaise guy. He doesn't like a lot of mayonnaise. He's actually learned how to eat mayonnaise, and he enjoys it, but not as a spread. He's more of a mustard guy, even in the spread area. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to clean these. I'm going to put them in my bowl and kind of guesstimate how much I'm going to need for my casserole. I'm going to weigh and measure them. Harry's going to chop them. We're going to boil them to fork tender on the stove, and then we'll come back for how we're putting this all together with everybody. So that's your first thing. Whatever vegetable that is keto that you can eat, such as a daikon radish, celeriac root, turnip, or regular old radish, get yours ready to go because that's what you're going to need. So we'll come back in the next segment after we have our radishes boiled fork tender. Yes, indeed.
I'm going to cut up the Oaxaca cheese.
And I am washing. You hear the water? I'm washing.
Wendy is doing something she hardly ever does right now. She's
washing the vegetables? What are you talking about?
She's actually washing. She's washing something.
Vegetables. I'm rinsing.
Oh yeah, get it closer so they can't see what it is.
Okay, I will. Look at that one. Don't want to drip on my Oaxaca cheese.
Put a few pieces on the. Sally's right below me.
And then you can come here
and
show me.
Where do you want it?
Just down. Now you guys cut these into coin-shaped pieces and leave the little nublets because the greens are edible as well. Ugh. So it's no big deal to leave them. You can buy bagged cut radish. Couldn't find them anywhere. We checked 2 places. So I just cut them the best I can.
Would you let me see if I could cut those up without having all that work?
Well, I was thinking about that, but it'll chop it in all kinds of funky pieces.
Oh, all right.
You know?
Sure.
So you guys come back when I get these all chopped and I get them into the pan to boil.
Nothing, huh, Sal? Nothing there.
Sally, I don't think you like, she hears the chopping.
Yeah.
I don't think you like radish. You're going to hate it. Just like when Mommy was a big vegan and you hated everything I put down.
Oh, God, she hated
because you don't like vegetables.
Says, when are these people going to eat some meat?
Yes, she did. When we made meat for the first time, this dog was like...
Oh, she was running around the house.
She was going everywhere.
Oh,
she just wanted to know where the heck we were.
She was going ape.
She was. You guys, I only have freeze-dried onions or dried onions, so I am going to put in 3 tablespoons. I'm going to put a little bit of water on them and let them reconstitute. So, I've got my onion. I've got a little bowl here. So if you were using regular onion, it would be 6 teaspoons of regular onions as opposed to 3 dried. And I'm just going to add a little bit of water in here just to get these guys to reconstitute a little bit. So I've just got them in some water. Not a lot, because we're going to cook them just a little bit in some butter just to make them taste delicious. So that's just going to sit over there while I'm slicing my veggies. Do you want to try here, let me try the slicer. You want to try it over here, Harry, and see how this works? Harry's going to try to chop it in the chopper. Don't do it too. Let me see them. No, you're doing them too thin. Too little. Don't chop them as fast. Put those in the pan.
In that pan?
Yeah. Okay, this does not work. So, you guys, I'm just going to slice these slow and surely, watching what I'm doing.
Oh, this stupid setting. So we'll come back when Wendy's finished.
And I've got them on boil. I just put all of my chopped radish. I put a little salt in my water. I'm bringing it to a boil. Then I'm going to cook it until it is fork tender. I'm going to stab it and see if it's fork tender. I have got 2 tablespoons of measured butter in this little pan. And when it's fork tender, I'm just going to toss the onions about just to get them to taste good. Just to get them a little flavor going in there. There's no other seasoning besides salt and pepper, and we're not using pepper. I think I have some white pepper somewhere. I'll have to look for it, and I'll come back, you guys, when the radish are fork tender. Harry just drained my 2 cans of sardines, and then we're gonna layer it up and put it in the oven. So you guys, come back in the next segment. If you've chopped your fresh onion, you want to chop it finely, mince it, get it into the hot butter, and get it softened and browned. You want to just brown them up a little bit, you guys. I found some white pepper. So white pepper is about the pepper I'm going to be using. I'll have to do a test on just pepper to see how it affects me, because I was surprised.
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know if it was pepper. I've used pepper for so many years. I don't know though. So, but until then, I'm going to turn this on low and just simmer my onions.
You really don't know until you eliminate everything like we did and then start bringing stuff back. Yes. So far I've been okay. I thought I'd have problems today with the cheese after the pizza, but I seem to be okay so far.
Because mine's an electric oven, I can turn mine off because I brought it up to high, and these onions will just cook into the butter nicely as we're waiting. If you look at my radish, it would be your celeriac, your radish, your daikon radish, whatever you chose for your keto potato substitute. You could even use cauliflower. You could chop your cauliflower into cubic pieces like a potato. That would work well too. I just wanted to have some of the radish because I love the flavor. You can even add, if you're not allergic to the radish tips, the tops, the greens, you can cut a few of those up, wash them really good, dice them, put those in for coloring. They're a nice flavor. They're 100% edible as well. Or if you eat more veggies, that is. So here we go. These are boiling. Now we just want to get them soft. So we'll come back when we put everything together. These are just fork tender, so I'm going to drain them right now. This pan has a lid with holes that drain really nicely. And then I'm going to weigh my finished radishes to make sure I have the correct amount for my carb manager recipe. So I'm just going to take and put the lid on here and move Harry because I'm going to be doing this, not you. I've got stuff in the ooh, purple. It's okay if there's a little bit of water left in the pan.
I want you to see that Harry has been doing the dishes as we've been going along.
Yes, because otherwise we have a big pile up here. Excuse me, let me put this lid over here. And now we're going to weigh these. They're all nice and fork tender. They're not too mushy. You don't want mush, you just want fork tender. So I've got a bowl because I want to measure these. I'm going to see how many ounces I've got. We'll do grams first. They used like 3 potatoes. So I don't know what 3 potatoes are worth size-wise. I may have a little too much, a little too little, but we shall see. 491 grams or 1 pound, 1 3 ounces. Let me go write this down.
Hold on. Okay.
It is time to start assembling this. Oh, I know I need this still. I'm going to put these to the side here. I'm going to put this over here. I need a bowl. I'm going to crack my 3 eggs. I am going to add, I'm going to get a napkin here. Be careful, Harry, the stove is hot.
Wait a minute, don't do anything.
I am going to...
Like I said, wait a minute, don't do anything. It's dark. Okay.
I'm going to add
Yes, she's going to do nothing.
a half a cup of cream.
Say it again, because you stepped on me when I was talking.
I am adding a half cup of cream to my eggs. Half cup. I am going to put a little salt, just a little salt. I am using white pepper for this. Regular black pepper would work if you're not allergic to it. I'm just going to pepper it just a little bit. Give it some flavor. I'm going to take my whisk and I'm going to beat this. You can use half and half. You can use coconut milk. You can use whichever liquid you prefer to use. It's It's making kind of a delicious sauce over it. Now, you're gonna layer half of the potatoes in a greased baking dish. And you're gonna just layer it with your potatoes.
What do you grease it with?
I did olive oil.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
wait a minute. Go ahead.
Now you're going to take your onion and you're just going to layer it on top of that. Your onions should be golden browned and soft and delicious. You can use a shallot if you don't have onion. You could even use a leek if you prefer. Just getting a little bit of flavor going on. Now you take your tuna or your chicken or your sardines or your salmon, whatever you're putting in the middle. You take it out of the drained can. Because we're gonna mash it. We're gonna break it apart. I'm gonna leave a little bit in here for Sally girl. All right?
Oh yeah, she's all over my feet.
She's there's some. So just break it apart, mash it up. Chicken would be delightful. Tuna would be delightful. Salmon would be delightful.
Actually, I think the sardines are going to be really good.
They are going to be delicious. I'm excited about it. Break it up, mash it up a little bit, and then we're just going to flake it on top. We're layering, so just flake it on top.
We're layering. We're layering.
We are. We're layering all the way to the sides. Europeans use a lot more fresh fish, canned fish, tuna, sardines, all the different sardines, all the different small fishes, all the fishing villages that are there. They've made some really nice recipes. And it's funny because you don't need to understand the language when they're making a recipe because you can see what they're doing. And that's what I did. Okay. I'm going to put this over here. Now, you want to put the rest of your potato replacement on top. Layer it on top. Covering your little bit of sardine or your meat, whatever fish, meat, chicken you're using. Just layer it in here. Okay, it's all nice and layered. Then you take your egg and cream mixture, pour it on top, all around the top. It makes an au gratin sauce that is absolutely delicious. And the egg that's in it will hold everything together. And you'll have basically your meat, your eggs, and your potatoes, right?
Yeah. Interesting dish.
Now, if you are Swiss cheese lovers, their recipe had Swiss cheese. I'm not a Swiss cheese aficionado. Havarti would work, but I'm putting Oaxaca on top. And it calls for about 3 ounces, which will just about cover the top of this. You want to preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and cook this in the oven on a little higher rack. Here, I'll show you my rack. It's the second rack. 400 degrees for 40 minutes or until bubbly, delicious, and browned. excuse me. 400 degrees, 40 minutes. The shallower your pan, the less time you need. The deeper the pan, the more time you're gonna need. And there you have it, you guys. There was not a name that I could pronounce. It was in German. So if you guys know what this dish is called, if you guys have had this in Europe for breakfast, please let me know. But right now, I'll have to think of a name. So you guys, once I decide, I'll let you know. But come back when it is a beautiful, delicious casserole. Yes, indeed. It's been 40 minutes, and mine is a tall casserole. If yours is thinner or a less deep, wider dish, you're going to need to adjust how long you cooked it for. I cooked mine for 40 minutes uncovered.
Look at that.
Uncovered. 40 minutes, you guys. It's beautiful. Man, it smells good. It really does.
Okay, there it is.
Hey, you guys, that is heaven on earth. That is extremely hot. You need to let it sit and rest for 10, 15, 20 minutes before you cut it. You want everything to just cool off and get nice and firm so that you can serve it warm. So you guys, we will come back in a few minutes, but you guys, this is I'm going to call it my keto fish au gratin casserole. But if you guys are in Europe and you guys especially have gone to Germany and you've had this dish with potatoes, let me know what the name is, please. Anyway, everybody, we'll catch you guys when I plate, serve, and taste. Ooh, I'm excited because it smells delicious. Hey, you guys, I've let it set. I'm gonna cut it and let's see how this does. This is a deep, narrow bowl, so I don't know if a spoon would be better or if I could use a pie.
Well, cut it in a pie shape first and then...
Let me see.
Interesting.
The cheese is very... I think spoon. Spoon. No, it isn't. I want it. I'm starving.
Me too.
It's almost 4 o'clock.
I know.
We haven't eaten.
I know.
So here we go.
Got it. Came out.
It smells delicious. Smells like my mom's tuna casserole.
Does it?
Yeah. There's a little bit of that.
Yeah, you know.
It smells like my tuna casserole I used to make.
Tuna casserole.
Yes, it does.
Smell to it. That you used to make me.
Yes, I would. I make it for the kids and everything. We'd have tuna casserole in the winter time. Growing up.
Yeah, we were all still children then.
Look at that, you guys. My fish au gratin casserole. Look how pretty that is. Look at this. Wait a minute. Look at it from the back. You can see that it's layered.
Try to get away from your face because it wants to. Oh, looks really neat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay.
The radish make it look so pretty with the pink color. You could use red onions. That would work. But let me give this a taste test, you guys. This is hot. Very hot. Want that potato.
Yes?
That is really good. If I didn't know those were radishes, I'd say potato. They're
Really?
very, very good. Needs a little bit more salt, in my opinion. So you use your salt and pepper to taste, but it's got great flavor. It's really good. I'm going to put a little bit on mine, and I'm going to salt it for Harry too.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna want it.
Okay. Harry, I want you to come taste that. Man.
Is this one mine?
That one's mine.
Oh, this one's mine?
Mm-hmm.
I want some
Grab some of the
sauce.
cheese, yeah. We'll get the potato and get the.
Here she comes. Oh, they got a lot of potato in there. Look. Can you see?
Mm-hmm. It's very good.
It's hot.
Yep.
Oh wow. I don't taste anything like I thought.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Don't those taste like
They
potatoes?
taste like potatoes.
I mean, they're not spicy
They're too
or bite like, you know, a raw radish would be.
Yeah, you know, you can make Au Gratin with those.
Yes, you can.
Because that would work.
Well, that's an Au Gratin sauce. It just has the fish in it, too. Well, I'm glad you like that, Harry.
I like this.
Well,
I didn't think I was
awesome.
going to like this.
It's a win-win.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, put that down.
Oh, yeah, that's really good. You didn't think so, but it's really good.
I think so. It's beautiful.
Wow.
If you are allergic to fish, you can't stand fish, put chicken in there instead, a can of chicken. It's
yeah.
absolutely delicious.
I'm amazed. I am totally amazed
If you
right now.
are afraid to try sardines, but you love tuna, use tuna in this.
Yeah.
If you love all the fish, you can use salmon, tuna, or sardines. But you guys, the sardines, it's a delicious fish pie. It's wholesome, it's nutritious, and it's warm and cozy for a cool winter morning or any time. You guys could serve this for a dinner. You could serve this for a brunch. You could have a side salad. You could have a little coleslaw with that. It's absolutely delicious. But you guys, Sally's right. Harry doesn't feel that good. He has a headache. He's not doing well. This is going to be super filling for us.
The barking helps.
So you guys, we're going to go ahead and close this out. Yes, she says, oh, I would like some sardines, please.
Yeah.
You guys, please remember to like, subscribe, ring that little bell, give us a thumbs up. We'll see you right here tomorrow. Yes, Sally. Can you say goodnight? Okay. If I give you a piece of this, let's see. Do you think she would like the potato part? Let's go ahead. Now, this is a big piece. It's a big piece. Oh, she just had a piece of everything. Was that good?
You
Is
like
your
that?
hungry? Yeah.
Feels going.
Sally approved.
Feels
Yes,
going.
indeed.